Hello all. Today I'll be talking about macro parameter. So it is one of the way to create your macro variables, and in that we have two types. One is positional parameter and one is keyword parameter. To understand the difference between these two, I will give you an example, then only you will be able to understand. So now I'll be looking at a general syntax for your macro parameter. So over here you can see percentage macro, then you will give a macro name, and in parenthesis you have given input is equal to comma, output is equal to comma, var is equal to. So anything, it can be a variables and all, whatever you want to put you can. Then you have your SAS statement which you will be writing, and then percentage meant macro name. So this is the general syntax. So your macro parameters basically help you to automate a proc step. So let's say first I'll tell you about positional parameter by giving you an example of I'll try to automate my proc sort. So how will I automate it? Just look here. First I'll do the positional parameter way. So first I'll write percentage macro. Let's say macro name as final, and in parenthesis I know that I need to automate what and all. One, data is equal to data set name, so that I'll automate, I'll name it as d1 comma, and then out is equal to new data set name d2, and by variable, sorted variable, so let that be d3. So these three are my macro variables which I'm creating, d1, d2 and d3. Now I'll write the SAS statement. So it is proc sort data is equal to, you write data set name. So for now I want to create a macro variable for data set name. So you must be aware that we start a macro variable with ampersand, then d1 dot. Now I've defined my macro variable. Now let's go to out is equal to new data set name. I am automating this also, so it will be ampersand d2 dot. So I have defined this macro variable also. Now by, I want to automate by variable also, which will be d3, so I have to start with ampersand d3 dot. I have defined this also. So now you can see data out and by are having my macro variables which are automated. Now run. Then percentage meant macro name is final. Okay, so this is my first thing, so I'll just run it. So now you can see there's no error. Now I'll go to the next part where I'll automate it. So as I told you, I've automated it. Now final. Now first I need to write data is equal to data set name. Let's say I want to print SAS help dot class comma new out is equal to new data set name. Let me give it as report comma which variable should be sorted. So I'll sort it according to age. Okay, and then done. Now if I run this, see, I got it, and it is sorted according to the age. Can you see that? Yeah, it is sorted according to the age. Next thing, same way I can print many more, right? Final SAS help dot baseball comma new comma sorted by some variable, like that. Okay, I don't know what are the variables in that. Let me take cars comma new comma origin is one variable in that, so it will get sorted according to origin. Let me run it. Yeah, we got it, and according to the origin it is sorted, you can see. Okay, there are many variables in this one. Yep. So this is how it works. So now can you see that d1, and I have to write here d1 only. d1, the first one, the first macro variable, the value also should be of your first macro variable. You cannot write report here. I cannot write report here which belongs to d2 and write SAS help dot class here. So this is not gonna work. So the position matters here. See, your position matters. So your D1 is the first variable we have written. So report should also belong to your D1 only. But as you know, report belongs to D2. So this is not allowed. What if you want that to happen? So in positional parameter, the position of the parameter which I have provided has to be followed. But in keyword parameter, I write is equal to. Just that there is an addition of is equal to. And over here, now I can write it as D2 is equal to, because that is what it is. And D1 is equal to this. And your age is D3. Correct? Now I'll be able to do this. First I'll run this. Let me change it to keyword parameter and make it 2. Okay, now if I run it, you can clearly see that now it's coming. Okay, so in keyword parameter you can change the order of parameters as you want, but in positional you have to follow the parameter order the way you have written. Okay, I hope this is very much clear. So you can automate many things like this. So let's say if you want to automate your proc print, you can do that. So macro, let's give some macro name. Macro name is ty, and in proc print I just need to give data is equal to data set name. So I created only one, let's say r1. Okay, and then SAS statement will be proc print data is equal to what I want to automate, this one. So obviously I'll define the variable as ampersand r1 dot done, and then run, and then percentage mend macro name, and now I'll be able to write in r1. So if you run this, that's normal. Now in ty you can write anything. See, it will get printed. Yeah, there you go, you got it. So this is how positional parameter help you. So this is one of the most important way to automate your proc step, and it's widely used. If I talk about my interview question over here, it will be definitely types of macro parameter, syntax, how do you automate proc steps using macros. So these are the 3 questions you will find out. So I hope it is very much clear to all of you. Thank you all. Please subscribe to my channel for getting all the updates. Daily I will try to upload one video. Thank you.